Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is April the 5th. 2018. It's one of my lucky days. I've got a few of them out there. Strong hand. Long-term thinking. Yeah, I've had some nice things happen to me on this day before. And someone I know got married on this day once. All sorts of good things happened on April the 5th. It's been a pretty good April the 5th. Anyway, check out the notes section below. All sorts of links to everything that's going to be mentioned in this video. Get your Trezor, Ledger Nano, CryptoHWWallet.com. All sorts of discount codes for awesome things like Tour Guard. That's something new. I'll mention that at the end. And remember, Bitcoin, unconfiscatable, lawsuit proof. All right. So always be holding. Knowing you have enough comes from knowing you are enough. 5 p.m. tomorrow, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern time, This Week in Bitcoin. Juan Galt, Christian from San Francisco, and Federico Tenga will all be on the show. Federico is in Italy, and he visited North Korea before. He's been on the show before. It's going to be a wild time. We'll talk about all the great things that happened this week in cryptocurrency. 5 p.m. on Friday, Eastern time, 10 p.m. London time. All right, also linked to below, Nathan from Australia, the Fundy AU. Someone asked me for his link for his videos, and so I linked to them below. Nathan's been on the show before. I mentioned him yesterday's show. So subscribe to Nathan's channel in Perth, Australia. He's an awesome guy. He knows a lot about Bitcoin, and he's a great guy to know in Perth if you're in the Bitcoin scene. I know him. I've hung out with him personally, met the dude. All right. So, and speaking of personally meeting Adam Meister, on April the 17th, I am speaking at Century City and in Los Angeles. And the great Anders tweeted something out about that, a video we did together promoting the event. We did the video a while ago. So go check out the links below. Retweet that tweet to help publicize this Los Angeles event. You can get tickets to it. I will be there from start till end, from before the event till after the event. I'm going to answer every single person's question. I'm bringing the freaking Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister energy. We're going to be talking about just, not how to not get freaked out by all the crypto noise out there, holding on to your Bitcoin, all the awesomeness of Bitcoin, best practices, anything you want to ask me about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, or life. It's going to be hardcore, and I love being in Los Angeles, and it'll be great to be back with the Century City crew as I was in January, but this is going to be much more intense, much more intense. All right, so let's get to the news, for God's sakes. And Coinbase just sends out information. We're excited to announce our intention to support the withdrawal of Bitcoin forks across Coinbase products in the coming months. We are not announcing support for any specific assets at this time. All right, guys, I linked to the entire blog post below. It is brand new. It is a little different than what they've been saying. I would say it's really good news if you want to get your Bgold. I assume they're going to give people their Bgold eventually. Now, you're not going to be able to trade it on there. Whatever they give you, whatever crypto dividends of Bitcoin that they decide on giving you, and I don't know how long it's going to take. They probably did this to avoid the lawsuits, okay? But they're also doing this because it encourages people to keep their Bitcoin there, because now they're going to get the forks, or at least the forks that they deem important, or they deem worthy of fearing lawsuits from, which I think it probably includes Bgold. Now, are they going to, if you had your Bitcoin there at the time of the Bgold fork, I think you're in good shape. I think you're good. I think this is because of, if you were there at the time of the Bprivate fork, I do not know. It doesn't seem like Bprivate has had a lot of luck with these exchanges. Bprivate should get on the phone with those dudes ASAP. But who knows what else Coinbase might be giving out in terms of Bitcoin crypto dividends. Hey, remember, you first heard about crypto dividends and Bgold on this very channel. So pound that freaking like button, people, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, check out the link section below. Do all those things like you always do. All right, so we went over what Coinbase said. And I always remind all of you to check out my Twitter account, TechBalt, TechBalt. Things are explosive on Twitter. I find out a lot. I tweet out a lot of things there. Some things I can't talk about here. I don't have time to. But some things I talk about here, I tweet out hours beforehand on there. So you get the news really quick if you follow at TechBalt, TechBalt. But something I always say is to be in motion. Be in motion. And dudes, I practice what I preach here. As many of you know, when I was in South Africa at the Blockchain Africa conference in Johannesburg, in Sandton, in that lovely suburb, at the Microsoft headquarters on March 8th and 9th, I ran into the guys who run the altcoin trader.coza.co.za. Coza is the extension for South African companies. Anyway, it's linked to below. I ran into the guys who are in charge of that exchange, and I brought up Bprivate to them, and they got excited about it. They're like, yeah, well, we might want to credit everyone that had Bitcoin on our exchange at that time with Bprivate. Thanks for reminding us. And yeah, you know, you seem like you're a fan of Bprivate. Maybe we'll eventually have it trading on there. Well, those dudes just let out a press release. I linked to a Reddit where I actually posted it in the Reddit because somebody was excited about Bprivate being listed on Altcoin Trader in South Africa. So you're going to be able to buy and sell Bprivate there. And if you happen to have your Bitcoin there at the time of the fork, they're going to credit you with the Bprivate. Now, I say all this because, you know, that's good news for Bprivate. But I also say all this is because if I didn't meet these guys, this wouldn't be happening. Okay. It just shows you what one person can do in this space at this time, that the cryptocurrency space, that the Bitcoin space is very small right now. And you just have to be proactive, and you just have to be in motion and talk to people and get out there. And you can just get a cryptocurrency listed on an exchange. I mean, I have no expertise in that at all. I just talked to some guys. I said, hey, how about this? They like the idea. Bam. Who knows what you could do if you just talk to someone? Who knows what else I am going to be able to do by talking to people? And I do talk up to a lot of people, and I am involved in a lot of projects. And sometimes they never get off the ground. Right now, I'm involved in an educational project, and hopefully that thing will be off the ground real soon, and you'll be hearing a lot about it here. Sneak preview, pound that like button. All right, so be in motion, people. Seriously, it's not just a saying. I do practice it. I preach it, and I'm living it, baby. I'm living it, you know. You never, wherever I'm showing up, maybe in Los Angeles, I'll make a business deal. Who knows what's going to happen? Maybe in Denver, April 25th, the World Crypto Network. Yeah, we're having an event. Well, a lot of the guys from the World Crypto Network will be speaking at the event, at least in Denver, Colorado. Buy your tickets. They're linked to below. You can buy the Los Angeles tickets below. Also, Los Angeles on the 17th of April, 25th is going to be Denver event. And I'll be in Portland, Oregon on May 1st. Who knows if there'll be an event there or not. What else do we have here today to speak to? Oh, yeah, the Monero0 people. Wow, they have a tweet that's out there. And this is their words, not my words. This is a quote of their tweet. Our senior advisor, once a Monero advocate, has been in contact with various exchanges. We can't confirm or deny how close we are with Bittrex, but indeed, you can expect us on there ASAP. All right. Now this is interesting because, you know, there have been some people that have been trying to get on Bittrex. They're very quiet about it. It seems like it's very hard to get on Bittrex. It seems like Bittrex is at times very picky. And you know, we were talking about, you know, pay to play and what was it? Not Tether. What's the darn one that I'm not a fan of? I can't even think of it right now. What's the name of the cryptocurrency that's centralized? I can't even think of the name. Anyway, we were talking about it yesterday. And you know, so it makes me think, well, how are these guys getting on Bittrex? If they're really getting on Bittrex, they must have some major players behind them. And the rumor is, I don't even want to name what the rumor is, who's behind this Monero0 thing. But it's because of, you know, the Monero ASICs miners. I think you see what I'm getting at, who might have something. I mean, I don't know, dudes. If you really can get on Bittrex that easily, as you say you can, you must have somebody big behind you. Or maybe you're just freaking awesome. Who knows? Who knows? All right, but check out that tweet for yourself. There's a guy, Ripple is the name. I couldn't think of Ripple's name beforehand. That's the one that was trying to pay to play to be on Coinbase, apparently. But that was yesterday's show. Check that out. It's linked to below. All my archives are linked to below. All sorts of old shows are linked to below. All right. What is this? In the comments section below, I think yesterday's video, was it? Or I had 2 videos yesterday. Slam Dunk Hoop said, all the people I know that bought over the last months before $20,000 will most likely lose Bitcoin because they don't keep track of passwords and other things. What does this mean on a large scale? I kind of laugh at that, but I shouldn't laugh at that because you know what, Slam Dunk Hoops? You bring up a great point here. There are a lot. Who knows how many people buy Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and have it stored in just various manners, be it on an exchange, be it on Coinbase, be it on a Trezor or a Ledger Nano, you know, which is the correct thing to do, or, you know, on blockchain.info, and they lose their password. They totally mess up, lose their password, and that's it. They give up. And maybe they lost like $100 worth of Bitcoin or something like that. Not much, but it's still like it's over for them. But like, how many people do that? Because, you know, people are bad with passwords. I mean, again, I'm laughing, and some of us are so careful in this space, and we've become so careful that nothing like that could ever happen to us. We couldn't even dream of that happening, but it happens. And Slam Dunk Hoops, you bring up something that seems very basic, but I do wonder how often it's happening, and I do wonder how much Bitcoin is going to be lost that way. What does it mean on a large scale? I don't know how large of scale it's going to be, because I don't know how much a Bitcoin they're really losing when it all adds up at the end of the day. But it is it makes Bitcoin that more scarce, I guess. You know, there's going to be a lot of lost Bitcoin over time. You know, from people dying, all sorts of things. So hey, man, it's just good for the holders. So think long-term, 2020 halving, people, and just be really careful. Don't lose passwords. You know, another thing, the crypto steal. I don't have a crypto steal. A lot of people recommend it, and that's a way to store your recovery seed for your Trezor. I'm kind of getting to a different subject right now, but that's just something. If you lose pieces of paper or anything like that you might want to look into, or if you're prone to having fires in your house or something, was that a crypto steal will not. You're probably not going to lose that, and it's not going to burn in a fire. And again, I've worked with clients. And again, if you want to help setting up your Trezor, or you need a crypto consultation, be a client of the Bitcoin Meister, you can email me at adam@trezorhelp.com. And some of my past clients have bought the crypto steal. And they've actually done it through my Trezor link below. I think you could buy it through the Trezor. Anyway, check out my links below if you want to buy a Trezor. That helps support the show. You can also send me cryptocurrency if you want. All my cryptocurrencies are linked to below. You can do the super chat if you want to ask a question if you're watching this live. All right, let's move on here. Slam Dunk Hoops, that was really good. Oh, here's another example of an in-motion entrepreneur. The great Daniel, 21 Million Club. He tweeted this out, this little thing out. The "No babies died in the sending of my Bitcoin t-shirt." Yeah, he's got a t-shirt that says "No babies died in the sending of my Bitcoin." Now I'm not gonna get into what that all means. There's a lot of drama the last couple of days with King of the Trolls, and I'm not even going to get into all of it because I don't try to give King of the Trolls any attention. But Daniel is trying to make some money off of that. It's a funny T-shirt. You can check out the tweet that he tweeted out with a picture of his T-shirt if you understand what that is all about. All right. You know, I talk about Sandman and Vention MGTOW and all those MGTOW dudes. Well, Sandman, who's a big MGTOW guy, he's got like, over 100,000 subscribers of mostly men to his channel, guys who should be buying Bitcoin to say the least of the things they should be doing. He's got a video out. I linked to it below, the Bitcoin gender gap. Now, it's an interesting video. He's not perfect in it, but he talks about Bitcoin and MGTOWs and how MGTOWs should have it. And he brings up an interesting thing that women usually kind of do things in trends, in packs. And it made me think, just imagine, and like right now, women are not into Bitcoin at all. And he's saying, you know, it's completely ridiculous that there are articles out there. Why aren't women in Bitcoin? You know, that we shouldn't really worry about that. We should just try to get the best people in the if women want to get into Bitcoin, they'll get into Bitcoin. Women had the chance to buy Bitcoin when it was cheap. They didn't. Some are complaining, but they still have the chance to buy Bitcoin. And I encourage them to do so. But what they tend to act in packs. They get into trends. And right now, Bitcoin is clearly, and cryptocurrency clearly is not a trend in the female, in the land of the females. But just imagine if it becomes cool for ladies to own Bitcoin. Oh my God, we'll see a rush of it'll like, you know, it'll all of a sudden be trendy, be on some talk shows, and bam, they'll all follow each other. It'll be the hottest thing, the hottest trend. It'll be in all the ladies' magazines, you know, at the supermarket. Women will be using their unemployment and their Section 8 and their child support to buy Bitcoin. Now, not that they should be getting any of those things, but they'll be using it a bit because so many of them can't budget anyway. But once it's trendy, and again, not all women are like that. Pound that like button. Not all women are bad with money, but obviously so many are on, you know, welfare and have child support and just, you know. But anyway, once it gets trendy in that community, amongst the ladies, that'll be awesome. So I encourage ladies to get into Bitcoin. I encourage ladies to learn about it and to, you know, men are more technical or more into taking risks. You know, watch the video. It's a good video. It explains the differences between males and females and why males are more into Bitcoin right now, because it is risky. And it isn't trendy. It isn't cool yet. It isn't something, you know, to fit in. But if women want to make it that, let them make it that. And good luck to them. But as we all know, the more people buying Bitcoin, I don't care what color they are, what sex they are, the better. And so check out again. I don't agree with everything Sandman says in that video. He mentions Vention MGTOW in it prominently. He tells a pretty funny joke about Vention in it. I hope Vention saw the video. But he says Bitcoin is men's money going their own way. I like that, men's money going their own way. And he said he should be happy. Women should be happy that men are getting Bitcoin because men are getting Bitcoin so they can buy women nice things. You know, some men, unfortunately, that is why they're trying to get Bitcoin. They want to get rich so they can get a hot woman and buy her lots of nice things and then have her divorced and take everything. They don't realize the part two of it. Now, I mean, if they, again, you know, go your own way, guys. Do whatever you want to do with your Bitcoin. Again, I advise, you know, if you're a married guy, to use it as an insurance policy, basically. And don't tell your wife about it. Or at least don't let her know a way to get it from you, because if she divorces you, she won't be able to take it's unconfiscatable. She can get the greatest lawyer in the world. You know, she can get my cousin. No, my cousin does not do that type of law, actually. But and it's a second cousin, so you never know who the heck he is. But no, she can get the greatest lawyer in the world out there. And it was kind of a little inside joke there when I said my cousin. No, we're not all lawyers. You know, I could poke a little fun at us a little bit there. That we're not all lawyers. A lot of us are lawyers, though, right? Right. And if you want to get a good lawyer, you know, sometimes they're similar to me. I on a certain level there, aren't they? But no, you can have the best lawyer in the world of any religion, and he can he won't be able to take your Bitcoin from you if you've got everything stored up properly. So okay, finally, we can poke fun at ourselves. We can poke fun at our people. It's all right. It's all right. Just all in good fun, everybody. There's a lot of people out there that they're not all in good fun with some of their comments, but you got to take. I mean, that's part of life, dudes. Life. Yeah. Anyway, so finally, off the Bitcoin topic here, I want to talk about South Africa real quick. It's been embarrassed lately with this land confiscation thing. And the thing is, although the government there is corrupt, they do get embarrassed. So the more you talk about what's going on in South Africa, and I've met a lot of good guys in South Africa. I've talked about how people in South Africa need to own Bitcoin as an insurance policy against government overreach. And obviously the government is overreaching there in terms of the farmers right now. There's no doubt about it. And they pay all sorts of high taxes on they have value-added taxes. It's nonsense. The social welfare state there is insanity. It borders on communism. Obviously, many people in the ANC were communist, are communist. We're going to get into that now. But the great thing is that they don't like bad attention from the rest of the world. So and Stefan Molyneux has been having people on his show talking about this. Anyway, I try to take a Bitcoin approach to it. I made my own video about Bitcoin in South Africa. I linked to that below. But all of you should check out the very easy to remember expropriation.co.za link. You should sign their petition. You should just talk about this. What is going on in South Africa with the land grabs by the government, and so that they're likely to stop this. And that'd be awesome if they stop this. It's great for all the citizens there, because no government should be confiscating land, and it'll make it that less likely that all the people will have to use their Bitcoin as an insurance policy one day. Because we don't want people that have to use their insurance policy. It's good to have insurance, but it's never fun to have to use your insurance policy and leave your country. And maybe things will get better. So let's call attention. Again, I linked to the petitions and my own link about South Africa. Make up any, this is beyond Bitcoin. Talk about what's going on in South Africa. The government obviously has some people in the government obviously have a conscience and can feel guilty and don't like being embarrassed, because it is totally shameful what they're doing there. Totally shameful. Totally. And I'm calling them out. I've called them out before. And a lot of people from all different sides of politics or cryptocurrency or money or the world are talking about it. So the more people talking about it, the better. And so go check out those links below. It says South Africa really big in my links below. And you know what? Bitcoin Fundy, Nathan, I mentioned him above. He's originally from South Africa. His family couldn't take it any longer. They couldn't take what was going. So they moved to Perth, and there are a lot of South Africans in Perth. So if you're watching this in Perth, go to that petition and pound that like button for your friends in South Africa. Okay, get anonymous VPN and proxy at TorGuard. And so you can click on my TorGuard affiliate link. That is below, and you can get a discount on that type of stuff, VPN, proxy stuff, be anonymous. Anyway, remember, tomorrow is Friday, This Week in Bitcoin, 5 p.m. Eastern time and 10 p.m. London time. We're going to have worldwide guests on the show. So check it out. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Check out the notes section below. It's not just about Bitcoin. It's about worldly events too. See you. Bye.